And when I come here next time, I want to be happier.
This is IDE Akwaeze farm. We have different sections of the farm. We've traversed through the yam farm, the yam section, the potato section, and this here down there is the cassava farm. Now, what we want to uproot one of the cassava. Come closer. This is the harvest time. Yes, you can see that, right? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! You see this? You see this?
The land is quite fertile, showing what is becoming out of here. If this is one, and how many do you plant?
50,000 of these.
So when is your harvesting? This month. And then process it.
Okay, sir.
Huh?
Okay, sir.
So that's what we're doing. There will be a farmhouse here, a full-fledged farmhouse, and there will be different kind of processing plants here. We'll bring the processing plant for Gary here, so that once we harvest, we'll process it here and sell. We already started doing the yam processor in Akwaeze. So the yams produced here and other places will be processed in Akwaeze into chips. We have applied to NAFDAC and other agencies to give the approval for what we are doing. The main purpose is that we need to be food sufficient. Food security is very important for any nation. And last year we sold some yam to Lagos. Many people didn't know about it. But I don't want us now to say we are going to sell to Lagos. We are going to export some of the things we are producing now
To the diaspora.
to diaspora, because we have not been able to identify the best way to preserve the yam all year round. So we want to have yam all year round and process it and export.
Okay, we're here in the farm, the yam farm, here in Orumba. We are here at the IDE Commercial Farm. Now, I'm going to run it very quick. We're here with the CEO, Lolo Ide Akwaeze. Please, sir. And
No, the CEO.
CEO.
The CEO. And the
CEO.
And the chairman.
And the chairman. So please, a quick question. We've traversed the farm. We have different sections of the farm, and the farm manager did a little highlights on telling us what is in here for the farm. At what moment did you realize that farming is beyond a livelihood, that it can be something that can be practiced at a large scale, as a large-scale enterprise?
You know, there's a common saying that a hungry man is an angry man. And importance of food to the human body cannot be overemphasized. And knowing also that we need to farm and reduce the level of dependence on other communities and other states. And I felt that having acquired a lot of land in Ufuma, that we should have food. And one of the basic food of a Nigerian, yam, potato, cassava, and corn. So that's the test run we are having now. We started last year trying to seed it now. Now the second time we are trying out. Our idea this year is to have at least 60,000 yam seedlings planted in phases. Also have potatoes planted here, corn, over 2,000 kg of corn planted, and cassava and 10,000 cassava. So the idea is that we are going to scale up as the environment affords us. And you can see It's quite a vast amount of land I have here.
Obviously.
And it takes a lot of work. Yes, there are things to be done, making sure that the land is very clear to allow the trees to grow well. It's a process we are going to perfect. And I thank the people working here. It takes a lot of time. The experience, we are going to employ more people to make sure that this is done. And we're not ending there. Well, we'll make sure that most of the things produced are processed. Yeah. The cassava will be processed here to Gary. The yams will be processed to yam chip and yam flour and poundo, and very few sold in the market. So the idea is that Nigerians should always make sure that what we produce, what we consume, is produced by us.
Okay.
The more we produce, the less we buy from outside, and that's better for us.
That's true. So, and let me just move quickly to the vision and impact. And beyond profits, what bigger vision or problem are you trying to solve that you decided to expand your farm to this that we're seeing here? And I'm talking about the fact that this is just a test run. So when you talk about this being a test run, I begin to wonder and imagine the impact and vision for the nearest future.
No, in the full scale, there will be a farmhouse here, a full-fledged farmhouse, and there will be different kind of processing plants here. We'll bring the processing plant for Gary here, so that once we harvest, we'll process it here and sell. We already started doing the yam processor in Akwaeze. So the yams produced here and other places will be processed in Akwaeze into chips. We have applied to NAFDAC and other agencies to give the approval for what we are doing. The main purpose is that we need to be food sufficient. Food security is very important for any nation. And last year we sold some yam to Lagos. Many people didn't know about it. But I don't want us now to say we are going to sell to Lagos. We are going to export some of the things we are producing now
To the diaspora.
to diaspora, because we have not been able to identify the best way to preserve the yam all year round. So we want to have yam all year round and process it and export.
What's the drive that gives you this joy to embark and support Daddy on this noble venture?
A farm is actually a business that can be multi-stream. And that is why, as you said, you see the production of it, and then the processing of it, the selling or export. Now, for this phase that we're in now, where we are trying to streamline the production process, that is why we are here to make sure that the land is put in the phase that we need it for large-scale enterprise. What you didn't see here is when we were here before, this was just virgin land. Now we've done the mini dam for irrigation. We have water piped all through the farmland that will have sprinklers even in the dry season. We have segments of the land portioned for different produce, like I said, the major ones being the yams, the potatoes, and the cassavas. Then other ones will be things like the corn for grain, and then the palm trees, which apart from being the hedge of the perimeter of the farm, will also produce palm oil. Now, the one that we are quickly progressing into now is the yam. We have a processing plant already taking shape in Akwaeze. We want the next phase of yam seedlings, the yams, the tubers that will be produced here, to be processed on our own soil. We want everything.
That will be made in Akwaeze.
Yes.
Made in Akwaeze.
So, we say this is an ideal farm. So everything here, we want to make sure that it is up to the standard for export. That is the long-term drive. And in doing this, we know we're going to provide a lot of employment for the youth around. Already, we are already importing labor from all parts of Nigeria, from Benue, depending on the specialty skill that the staff have. For the kind of yams we have a lot of people from Benue. For the corns, we have people around. And for the cassava, we have people around. So the employment is not only for our people, but for also the people from other states. Would that solve insecurity? To a large extent, yes. If we have the youth engaged in processes like this, where they are meaningfully employed, where they are accommodated, where they are allowed to explore their full potentials, you have not only abundance of food to eat and have food security, we'll also have social security in the system. So the next phase of this, after we are done with this phase now, is the processing. In the next few weeks, if you come back here, you're sure to see the cassava processing plant, which will be here because we have all the resources for that. Apart from the irrigation we have from the river, we already have a borehole here, which is very important for cassava production to make sure the cyanide is not there. And then you're going to have the mill and everything, and the professionals will move in after 2 weeks to start the processing.
Please, a round of applause for this.
So after, I will take you around the processing plant in Akwaeze.
Okay.
It's already in place.
Okay, and I must commend this huge efforts in making sure that food security is protected, not just in Anambra State, but Nigeria at large. It's something that we should encourage because many people acquire acres of land and they convert it to estates. Sometimes I begin to wonder, those living in the estate, what are they going to eat? In the next 5 to 10 years, our population is multiplying. And if we don't think agriculture, then we are missing this mark. So I say Ide Akwaeze, Chief Sir Ikenna Okafor, and Lolo Esther Okafor. I must commend you for this wonderful vision, the practical vision. In no distant time, students, this an institution, they'll come here for the practicals, and that's the vision. You're leaving a legacy that we outlive you. So God bless you, Mom. God bless you, Dad, for this wonderful vision. It's good, and I am happy this is in Orumba. The farm manager, yes, no, he said something in the beginning, so we captured that. In a nutshell, he just made a summary of why we're here. God bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Remember, whenever you need ideal food, IDE Farms will be here to produce.
IDE Commercial Farms. They're already producing. Are you an agriculturalist? Because the way you explain this thing, I'm now wondering, are you an agriculturalist?
I'm a medical doctor, and everything pertaining to life pertains to life.
Okwagu.
17 plus you. 17, okay. For each of them, 15,000. I'll give them today. Buy the pocket of them. I want when I come here next time, I want to be happier.